Hey. Today we are looking at the throat center, and that is where all the pressure centers, well, there's two. So your pressure center at the head and your pressure center at the root are trying to push all the energy to the throat center so that it comes out in the form of creation. So that's our manifestation center. Now, having that throat center defined means that you have a consistent way of voicing, right? If it's undefined, if it's an open center, not colored in, that means that your energy doesn't operate consistently. So you might be the type of person who is always speaking, trying to get attention. So that's because your energy in your throat center isn't designed to operate consistently. So it's having the awareness that it's designed that way, to know that we're going to lean back into our strategy and authority, the way that we're designed to operate with the universe, the way we're designed to interact, whether that's informing, responding and informing, waiting for an invitation, or sampling the energy. So those are the ways that the different energy types interact with the universe. And if you've got that open throat center, you won't have it if you're a manifestor, and you won't have it if you're a manifesting generator. Those ones have definitely defined throat centers, right? If that throat center is not defined, then you're going to be aware of that now, and you're going to be getting interested or curious about the way that your speaking is happening. So if you feel like you have been speaking and not getting the attention that you need, I'm going to invite you to try not speaking and see what happens. The other thing about this center, if it's undefined, because it's got that openness, which means you're receiving other people's energy, you're going to be amplifying that energy. So you might feel like, I need to speak up on behalf of, I need to advocate for this person. And so that is also the energy that's going to be operating in your throat center. So building awareness of this energy in your throat center can have huge shifts for you. I had a client the other night who recognized that, oh yeah, she's got the open throat center and she's always talking, but she had been having pings or intuitive hits recently that she's talking too much. And so when your intuition and your awareness come together, you can experiment and play with, hey, what happens if I don't speak up? What happens if I allow the energy to flow instead of holding on to it? Okay, so that's for our open throat center. Those with the defined throat center or the colored in center, you're going to want to look at what gates. This chart doesn't have the numbers in it, but there are 11 gates all around here. We've got the 12, the 25, the 33, the 8. No, yep. The 31. That one over here is the 20, the 16, the 62, the 23, and the 56. So if any one of those gates is active for you, coloured in, or particularly if you've got one that's going in a channel to another centre, you're going to want to pay attention to that and looking at which centre it's going to. So if it's going down to the solar plexus, you're going to have emotional expressions coming from your throat. If it's going up to the ajna, you're going to have you are going to want to speak your mind. Okay, if it's coming from the spleen, you're going to want to be talking about, you're going to get intuitive hits and you're going to be speaking those. This gate 16 is enthusiasm. If it's coming from your G center up to here, there's things that you are going to be expressing from yourself, the part of who you are. Your identity is going to want to be expressed through those gates. So open or undefined throat center is going to be white. You're going to have an awareness now of that energy not operating consistently. You're going to have an awareness of other people's energy coming into your throat center and you amplifying that energy and wanting to speak out. And so now you can ponder or come back to your strategy and authority and say, is this for me? And respond if you're a generator type. See how you're not going to be a manifester with an undefined throat. You're not going to be a manifesting generator with an undefined throat. You can be a projector. What invitations are coming to you for you to use your voice? So that would be the appropriate time to speak when you've been invited. And the reflector energy, then you are going to sample that energy and see what's coming up for you. Right. Now, if you have any questions on that, let me know in the comments, because that is one of the, as I said, all the pressure from the head, the pressure from the root going through all the different centers is coming into our throat center for things to be brought forth. Okay. And if it's defined, undefined, you are perfect just the way you are. Don't even question that, because you are perfect. And if you want to know more about what that means for you, or how it's operating for you, or what to look out for, what the different gates going to the different energy centers means for you, pop a question below, and yeah, we'll have a chit chat about that. Okay. Now, there was something that I